Well, it's that time of the month again. I didn't want to do it again, actually, but I know some people have a masochistic desire to see to see numbers by other truckers. Now, let these numbers not scare you guys, because if you're a company driver, you're probably thinking, "Oh my Jesus, like this guy is making a killing." But and also, if you saw the previous, the end of the year, um, owner operators pay video, these kind of overlap, because what I did here, this is January 2014, so I took the 5 statements I received in January. So this is the actual thing that I used to do before, right? So because that previous statement, the previous video, it covered more than a month. This is real January, so whatever I was issued, the pay statements I was issued in January and the money I was paid. So that's the gross, believe it or not, $25,041. And then I got the sales credit, which was actually more, because I don't show here the full trailer payment with the HST. I only show down below, you'll see the trailer payment without the HST. Now this is what I made on YouTube. This was fuel discounts. I showed this. I'm showing this time so that people know that we do get a good deal on fuel. This is after I see the cash price on the pump. That's what I still get. So that helps, right? And once again, I did just under 8,000 miles, and that's my gross rate per mile on all miles out of these 7,600 miles. Now, the law in trucking is that the more money you make, the more expenses you have, right? So check out the fuel. With only these many miles, or these few miles, that's what I spend on fuel. And this is what I spend on repairs. Now, mind you, not all of these repairs were basically required for the trucking operation. Like if I was a regular fleet, I would probably spend, I don't know, maybe 2,000, what was really required. But I went, because it's my only truck, I went beyond the bare minimum, because I want to make my truck more profitable. So tolls, laptop, internet, phone, I spend a lot, because I do upload movies to YouTube. Insurance licensing was high this month, because I paid $550 to Internal Revenue US. I was late with a heavy duty tax. Hotels, I don't usually count them, but I think this was during the trips. I only count when they stay during the trips. Now, Landstar fees, they charge you for whenever you take some money out of your out of your fuel card. And also this time, because I got a loan to do that axle ratio change, right? So they charge me, I think it's like $10 every week. And these are the contracts I have. This one, I'm gonna sell this one. This one expires next January. I want to keep only this one. So you see, I made, the gross was 26,000 bucks, 26,687, and expenses were $16,900. I cannot believe this. But still, that's my net income, and that's the number, the key number, because this shows if I probably should sell the truck and the trailer and shoot myself. But this is still more than, let's say, 40 cents per mile. Then I'm still doing okay, otherwise it's not worth it, and I might as well be a company driver. And someone was asking me if it's US dollars or Canadian dollars. Basically, it's this is not a scientific picture, right? It's all approximate, because I'm paid in US dollars, but then for example, what is this? YouTube, I looked at my Canadian bank statement. So this is Canadian dollars, but it's kind of like a mixture. But because I use kind of like half and half, I think it should be more or less accurate. Then repairs, some repairs I do in Canada, right? Then of course it's Canadian dollars, but then the rates are higher per hour here, so I don't know. Fuel is all US dollars, because I take it from my statements. Okay, and speaking of statements, one guy said basically I was showing some BS numbers. And here's the last page of my last statement for January. I see this my trailer number, this is my truck number, and check out this number. $13,626.08. That was my gross revenue for that week. Okay, and as you can see, there's a whole bunch of deductions, but because I took cash advances, they took some money from my savings account, you know, that they call it voluntary escrow. Then I owed some money on the previous statement, and that's what I see, this number after everything. That's direct deposit. So that was that's what I was actually paid, $4,165, right? And this was still outstanding. Douglas to Lively, Ontario, means that they did not receive the paperwork yet as of the time when this was issued. So, you know, the reason I'm showing you this is basically more as a cautionary kind of tale, because this is all this means nothing, you know, because when you spend almost $7,000 on fuel and $6,000 on repairs, you know, basically what I'm trying to say is that you gotta be good with numbers, good with your expenses, and be very, very careful, because a truck is one big money pit, you know. But that's what it is. So this is full January, 5 statements. So $1.27 on all miles, my net income before taxes, but after everything. So thanks for watching. This was Sergey DRATCHEV from Cambridge, Ontario.